Hey y'all, today is going to be a what sold video and it starts right now. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Julian, also known as the Beard Therapy Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online and make YouTube videos about it. Today is going to be a 20 what sold for me on eBay in the last week or so. I like to do these videos to show you guys what I'm selling so you can go out there and find some of these items, flip them for yourself, and make some money. I do this full time. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you want to go back, I also do like haul videos, the day in the life of a full-time eBay reseller, and obviously what's sold. So if you do like the content, always remember to subscribe to the channel. It really helps it out, and give it a thumbs up because it also helps the channel out some too. So let's go ahead and get started. I will try to tell you exactly how much I paid for the item and how long roughly it took to sell on eBay. The first item here is going to be a King Cobra Junior sandwich. I always say look out for junior clubs because they do sell fairly well on eBay, especially if they are the US kids or obviously a good name brand like King Cobra. This one sold for $29.90. The buyer did pay shipping, picked it up only at $3 at a Goodwill, and sold within a couple of weeks. This is a Dunlop TruTech C37 chipping wedge. Now that is a brand I usually do not pick up, but for like chippers and some putters, I will go to this brand because they do sell. This one only sold for $19.99. The buyer did pay shipping. Again, that's going to be a $3 club at the Goodwill, but did take a couple months to sell. This is a Java Paint Gear 12-ounce CO2. Now these canisters are empty. I'm pretty sure you cannot sell full ones. I don't really know, but I know you can sell empty ones because I sell these a ton. These are paintball canisters that need to be filled. This one sold for $10 and the buyer did pay shipping. This only took like 45 seconds to sell once I listed it. It had a barcode and I just scanned it, and they sold for about $10 plus shipping on eBay, so that's how I priced it, and sold super fast. And I have nothing into that because if you watch my other what's sold, which I will link down below, I bought that at a yard sale for $5 and I sold the actual gun for $40. This one right here is going to be an Apple A1314 wireless keyboard. I did plug it in, it seemed to work, put the battery in, everything lit up properly. It did go for $19 and the buyer did pay shipping on this. Thing about sending keyboards is that they are kind of heavy. Like this one even had to go priority just because it was a little bit over a pound. I picked this up at an auction lot on highbid.com. I'm already good on the auction lot, but this actually took a while to sell. That took, I think, over a couple months to sell. These right here are going to be some Brass Boot walking gloves. I don't really pick this brand up anymore. I have a whole bunch of these left. When I first started reselling, I thought I heard somewhere that these sold very well. And I mean, they sold for $22.30. And I only have $6 into that, so that's a pretty good return, but it took 8 or 9 months to sell, so I kind of don't pick up the Brass Boots anymore, and that's the name of the brand, so it is what it is. I see them all the time in the Goodwill, but I just don't pick them up anymore. These TaylorMade burner oversized irons, and these had the bubble shaft, the S90s. I always say the S90s I think sell a little bit better for me than the R80s, and that's just the name on the shaft. If you don't know, it has that number on it, and they sold for $59, and the buyer did pay shipping on that. As you can see, that is only going to be 6 clubs, and I only have about $15 into that, so that's not a bad return there. TaylorMade with the bubble shafts always usually do sell pretty well though. This is a rear wear 4-quart copper clad bottom, does not have a lid on it. I got this for only $4 at a Salvation Army. I picked up a lot of these, as you saw probably on one of my haul videos a couple months ago. I actually kept most of them. I only sold like 2 or 3 of them. This is the one I decided to sell, and it did go for $26.70, and the buyer did pay shipping. If you don't know that, Revere wear with the copper bottom, make sure you comp them out, but they really do sell very well, and I'll tell you why. It's because they cook super well. I mean, I was using some old like Walmart brand pots and pans, and that was such a big upgrade for sure. These right here are going to be Durango men's Western cowboy boots. These were in perfect condition, like super good. The stitching was beautiful on it. There wasn't any scuffs on the leather, and the bottom almost looked brand new. And I got these actually at a high bid auction when I bought a whole closet, and did go for $50, and the buyer did pay shipping. I only have pennies into this. When you do those high bid auctions and you buy closets, you literally only buy the closet usually for $50, and you get hundreds of items. So it's a very good return, but you also get a lot of trash for that, so just be prepared if you go that route and buying whole closets. This one right here is going to be a sealed vintage Sony Walkman. I actually was going to look on my Instagram, see how much I actually paid for this because I posted it. I think it was $5 or $6. Picked it up at a Goodwill. Only took 2 weeks to sell, and it sold for $130, and the buyer didn't pay shipping. If you don't know, if you ever see one of these brand new in the pack, always pick these up because they sell fast and they always sell for over $100. This one is going to be a Penn Formula fishing reel. This is a GLD 30. This is a lever drag. Basically, it's a bigger reel because it's a 30, but it's not a 2-stage reel. If this was a 2-stage reel, this would have went for probably $200 to $230, but this only went for $70 and the buyer did pay shipping. This actually kicks me over into the profit on that big fishing haul lot that I had a while back, so I'm happy with that sale, and so everything else on that lot's gonna be pure profit. This is a Knight Devastator driver, and is a 285cc, which is the head of the club. Did go for $18 and the buyer did pay shipping on this. This is another brand that I never really like go out and find and, you know, try to find at the Goodwill, but I bought this in a big auction lot at highbid.com, and it was just one of those things like brand new looking, so I listed it anyway, have nothing into this club, and it did go for $18 and the buyer did pay shipping, but Knight isn't one of those brands that I look out for and actually buy at the Goodwill. This one right here is a Plano 757 tackle box. This was actually in pretty good condition for its age. You can tell right there it has like some discoloration, but that's where a sticker was, but everything worked properly. I bought this in a huge auction again on HiBid, and I'm already good on the auction, so this is gonna be pure profit, but always look at that. If you're looking at tackle boxes and tool boxes, look at the actual box that this stuff comes in, because some of these boxes are worth, obviously this one went for over $50 with the, you know, shipping included, or 40 plus shipping. So definitely take a look if you're looking at those things that you can sell the box. I know it's kind of a pain to ship because this was a big box, but they're very hard to break. They're very like indestructible, especially if you sell like Craftsman or Snap-on boxes. They're made of metal. So definitely take a look at that, but only a few were worth some money, so that one was a pretty good sale. This one right here is going to be a Shimano TLD 25 fishing reel. It is trolling. It says with rod clamp because on the back of this, there's a little clamp with two little screws that actually helps it connect to the rod. Those things alone are probably worth like $10, and this one for $109 and the buyer did pay shipping. That it was in my big bulk buy. This is going to be pure profit, but Shimano is a good brand. You see a lot of these Shimano TLDs out there, and everybody usually gets $100 for them, so if you can buy them cheap at say a garage sale or yard sale or auction for about 10 bucks, that's a really good flip, and they don't take long to sell, probably only a couple weeks. These insulated screwdrivers I had forever, but actually this was a return buyer on eBay for me. They bought something and then they bought these, and they did go for $35 free shipping. I've had them for a really long time. They did go on a Patek flat rate for $776 or $792, and pure profit there. Not bad, but did take a really long time to sell. This is a red striped Jamaican lager beer hat. Super cool looking. It was distressed, had the patches on it. I only picked it up for $2 at the Goodwill, and they go for $20 plus shipping. It only took about a couple months to sell, so that's pretty good on a hat sale. I usually buy hats for $2 and sell them between 10 to 15, so when I get a $20 hat sale, I get kind of excited because that's a really good return on a hat because they're easy to ship, easy to list, and easy to store. These Orvis men's Vented fishing shirts, I only pick up Orvis stuff now if it's like a XXL or something in that nature. I used to buy a whole bunch of Orvis things, but for some reason, I know a lot of people have good luck selling it. I don't have good luck selling it at all. And I've had these for about a year now, and they finally sold for $40 plus shipping. There are fishing shirts, and fishing season is coming, so that's good. But this is like going to be, I have one more Orvis sale I think to go over, but that's it for that brand. I only pick it up. There is one called Trout Bum that sells super fast. It is going to be like a pearl snap that Orvis does, and I would definitely look for those, but just a regular Orvis shirt for me doesn't really sell that well. But I only had $8 in that, so it's a pretty good return, but it took a really long time to sell. And here's the other one. This was a Orvis men's quarter zip Sherpa lined, which is that fuzzy little stuff on the inside, and it did go for $20 and the buyer did pay shipping. This was an extra large. They're actually still selling this for about $30 to $35 brand new, so I was surprised I got $20 on it, and I had $6 at a Goodwill about a couple months ago. This one right here is going to be a Bullseye standard putter, 35 inch. It is vintage. This one just said made in the United States. I'm not 100% sure why some of these go for a ton of money and some don't go for that much. This one went for $35 and the buyer did pay shipping. There are sometimes little numbers on the bottom of these Bullseye putters. Type that in and you should be able to comp that out on eBay, and this one comped out high and it sold high. This one right here is hilarious. I can't believe it sold for as much as it did. This is a vintage musical inchworm toy, Oliver inchworm. It had like the name on the bottom. It's the only reason I know how to look it up. No comps, no sold comps, nothing online about this thing. I have no idea how old it was. Could be worth way more than this. I don't have any idea. It did work, and I bought this at an auction probably a year ago, and I have nothing into it at this time, but it did sell for $35. The buyer did pay shipping. They've already received it and given me a good review, so I'm happy they're happy with it. So it was like a $50 snail. or inchworm. So right here is going to be my last one. This is going to be a Nitro Performance fishing boat hat. This one for $19.99, and the buyer did pay shipping on that. I also picked it up for $2 at the Goodwill. I am noticing if I ever find a bass boat hat, because Nitro, I believe, makes bass boats, people that own boats like to represent the maker that they're wearing. So especially in the bass community, I would bet. And these things go super fast. So if you ever find a boat hat in good condition, I would definitely comp it out and pick it up if you can get it for cheap. So right there, that's 20 wood sold for me in the last couple of days on eBay. I do these videos again, so you can go out there, find some of these items, flip them for yourself, and make some money. If you would, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also give me a comment down below, and you know I will always catch you on the next one.